This is the time of year that we, once we've created Colour Futures, travel around to tell everybody about it. We create platforms, kind of 5 platforms of ideas, which are quite high-end and conceptual at that point, and that's what I'll be presenting this evening.
Hi everyone! So, obviously, Let's Colour Week, all about adding colour to people's lives. I don't know if you know how we kind of start life with Colour Futures. We invite a group of designers from the fields of fashion, architecture, interior design, and we brainstorm with those designers. And after, we have 5 broader trend stories, creating panels of colour that maybe cut. We feel a real responsibility to know as much as possible about the power of colour. Colour can affect how we feel, and that's why we want to add colour to people's lives. Each year we make sure that we have a dominant trend. The colour for 2012 is a beautiful red.
Colour of the year is quite a complex colour because it's not a red and it's not an orange, it's kind of somewhere in between, which gives it a really interesting edge.
So now for the 5 trends. Design which is understated but beautifully made. Delicate Mix has the simplicity of minimalism, but it's much warmer and easier to live with. Everything in this trend should be smooth and seamless. And the new metallic coming through is this beautiful copper tone.
I love the idea of using porcelain and cork, something really, really smooth, and then something a little bit more textural, and the warm and cool neutrals playing off of each other. So I really enjoy the laid-back nature of this trend.
We know that we can't heal the planet by ourselves, but there's something very nice about planting a seed and watering it every day. So on to trend number 2, one small seed. The palette is inspired by, as I said, this rejuvenative quality of plants. The look is quite modern, excellent for new builds. Dark, very dark colours have been rising in popularity. A lovely way to use this very dark green is to accent with the bright pink.
I really enjoy having greenery in the home, and it makes it feel like a much more personal, enjoyable space.
So trend number 3, living scrapbook. This is a very individual trend, the palette is as well. We wanted to create something that was non-mainstream, so these colours are quite bright, but they have a degraded edge to them. They're the kind of colours you might find on the creatives of blogs, and also inspired by the work of Ray and Charles Eames.
I'm a big fan of Facebook, so I really like the idea that that has changed the way we think. I know that it's changed the way that I collect things from my travels.
Different worlds, rich, velvety, sumptuous colours, and then delicate, ethereal pastels. And you'll see several examples through this presentation of painted ceilings or coloured ceilings. That is a trend that we see coming through for 2012. Adding these different planes of colour which manipulate the room in an interesting way could add some real drama and interest.
If I was brave enough, I would really like to not only create a different world of colour in each room, but then paint the door itself so that when you were on a landing, you would have these kind of different worlds in front of you.
Final trend, rediscovered heroes. Let's utilise all the smaller, seemingly worthless resources at our disposal. Rusted metals and concrete are then accented